This is the Open Innovation Smart Cities Challenge, which is being hosted by UC Berkeley in collaboration with Andhra University here in India. The project is to really create an environment in which ideas can be created and fostered to solve real-world problems.
We are participating in an Open Innovation Challenge. It's a competition by the Berkeley University students from California. So we are presenting few ideas to improve the Vishakhapatnam city. It's divided into several groups like safety and security, telecommunications. So we are part of a telecommunications from Andhra University. Today it's a feedback section. So we are presenting our presentations. So the judges the delegates who are here, they're going to judge us. They're going to give us some feedback. And we are getting ready for the final presentation tomorrow.
How are we going to make sure that everyone on the road, everyone who's in a car, a bike, or any mode of transport is informed? We are proposing a high-level architecture.
So today is the big day. We're having all the students that have come in from 10 universities presenting their Smart City Challenge ideas, business concepts on creating practical solutions to real-world problems such as transportation, water, food, and education. So it's very competitive, and we're hoping for innovative approaches to solving these problems.
So today we're trying to propose some solutions so that they can be implemented in real time for Vizag. We're very excited and a little bit nervous, but I'm sure we're going to do good.
Telecommunications group from Andhra University. My teammates Alekya and Pratisha are here. Just say hi to them. We'll get started? Right. How many of you love the...
So we are going to present a entirely new distribution model regarding the fruits and vegetables, and this model is a big thing because as it is going to change dimensions of this distribution model of fruits and vegetables in our country. And regarding how I'm feeling today, since that I'm going to meet a lot of new people, a lot of big wigs, I'm feeling a little excited and a little tense too, as this is my first presentation on the stage. Thank you.
Okay, so the Berkeley students are here to observe how the Indian teams are putting together and coming up with ideas. And they're actually going to take a number of the winning ideas and essentially create a revamped business model on them, which will be ultimately presented to the chief minister. That's the governor of the state of Andhra Pradesh. So it'll essentially create a collaboration effort between Indian students and students from UC Berkeley.
So today we're here to look at the presentations made by Indian students for making Vizag smart, and we're here to learn from them and try to incorporate their ideas into our presentations and give them feedback.
These stands behind me are the students' stalls where they're presenting their solutions to us. They've already pitched and now they're going into more detail of how their product or service is going to make Vizag smart. We're seeing some very innovative solutions. The students are coming up with new ideas, they're using fresh thinking, they understand mobile technology, they understand technology and innovation more than older generations, and we're seeing some very innovative solutions.
That's great. There's months of preparation that the folks have done with the dance team, the music department, Just incredible. And Vizag.
Young students from 10 universities around India are coming to put together a solution for a smart city for Vizag. While Berkeley students for the last several months have been studying different models of different cities around the world, smart cities around the world, as well as studying the data and information, statistics, analytics provided by the collector of Vizag that has been provided to them in coming up with a model that would be viable for Vizag. So the part of the agenda here is to create smart technology, and that's what my students have done. I have about 50% of my students are engineers. They came up with technologies for 6 different areas to make Vizag smart, and that is what they need to do to pass the course. In addition to that, the business students, which constitute about the other half of the class, came up with a business model to take the technology and how do you make it sustainable? How do you make the business model sustainable through revenue generation and cost curtailment? And that's what's happening here. So it is a process by which knowledge is converging, knowledge not only from the Indian society, but also from the Silicon Valley and all of those models that we're capturing the knowledge flows as we speak.
Today we ran through a PowerPoint and we showed all our judges what we had been working on for this semester and showcased our prototype for the first time. So it was the first time we got exposed to feedback for the website and this new concept that we've been working on, and also showed how we incorporated all the Indian students' ideas and feedback into our own technology. I'm feeling great. We definitely struggled a lot in the beginning. Our initial idea received some negative feedback, and so we had to pivot, and so I'm really happy that this idea received a lot of positive feedback, and we're excited to move forward with the process. Our application incorporates crime data and allows a citizen to route themselves around concentrations of dangerous areas so that they can get themselves home safer. The next step is definitely wrapping everything up, really making more connections with the Indian government and figuring out what the actual pain points are and making sure that we're not just guessing or making a shot in the dark and trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist.
It is a video, yeah.
So we're actually at the Vishakhapatnam steel plant, and we're here on a tour, as well as us as the education group, since Vizag Steel is one of the largest employers in India. We're here to see if they would want to partner up with us and actually use our platform for their recruiting purposes and training purposes.
What does it say here? Does it say this? And her team for years has done a web platform that helps for company validated skills. That's good!
So we created this web platform called Certified, which allows students to know what skills are demanded for the particular job that they want to go into. They can students can work on these projects, and when they finish 4 projects, they can actually get a certificate endorsed by the company. So it's sort of helping students acquire company validated skills that they know are useful and that they know are necessary and that the companies want them to have.
So after being able to meet with Dr. Prasad, that just it was a really nice opening experience because he was really open to welcoming us at such short notice. But what really stood out to me is how he welcomed our idea and told us don't come from like the micro perspective, come more from like the broad perspective. Like, I understand your model, and he never put it down, but he's like, you have to understand how it's different. You have cultural barriers over here, and it's all different. So that made me realize that that what we worked on so far is good, but it's like taking the advice that we talked from the Indian students in this just past few days and talking to today here with the different head directors, that it's like taking little pieces of everything and being able to connect it and seeing what works for India and how we can customize it and personalize it for Vizag.
Between Andhra University and University of California, Berkeley, in the presence of one of the greatest chief ministers, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, and other dignitaries there. I am very happy. Today, excellent moment. Top 2 universities in the world, who are all responsible for the transformation of the world, I can say. Anybody will talk about Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley means innovation. All people all over the world.
What a day. From starting out, waiting for the chief minister, to the chief minister getting there, and I think everyone was taken back a bit at the significance of the moment and what it means for Andhra Pradesh, for Vizag, for the Smart Cities initiatives as a whole. And I think it made a big splash. And the chief minister himself had allotted about 15 minutes, and he ended up saying 50, which goes to tell you his passion in what he sees and the potential he sees in a center opening for open innovation and what it means for his state. Really, really awesome moment, and we're celebrating it still.
So we're going to present in a few minutes. Each group is going to present their technological solution as well as give a presentation to the judges. We've been prepping for this the whole semester, so it's really exciting. The groups that are going, they're going to go one by one, so each is going to have around 30 minutes to present, and so we're going to be here for a little while. Our group is second to last, so we definitely have enough time to prepare, and that's what we're doing today.
So good afternoon, we're the education group and we're going to be talking about our solution to disrupt education in India.
Is here to ensure that those students are able to prove and test their skills while companies can
needs to find out where exactly is the skill gap. What skills do students lack?
We're going to impact over 10,000 students in the span of 5 years.
15% to the JET model and 10% to the ad model.
So definitely the presentation was pretty nerve-wracking, and especially the actual questioning after that. We had to really think on our feet with some of our answers, and it's great to actually hear a very first-hand perspective from officials within Vizag, and it's great that we got the kind of feedback and the personal feedback from these kind of judges, and it's great to see our model either being appreciated or not appreciated, but it's great to get feedback on it.
There were very interesting solutions which were suggested. There was a good study of the pain points of the consumer. Good governance issues were, brought into focus for discussion. I think the technologies developed were also very useful, doable, practical, implementable. It was a very rewarding experience for me.
We've really seen the groups come of age and mature in their approach to business models, their approach to technology, and really mature in their offering to something that is what the market wants and what is appropriate for Vizag. They're talking to senior state officials, they're talking to end users, they're talking to public sector workers such as the police commissioner, and that's given them a chance to really market test and validate their ideas and iterate them to create a product which is right for Vizag and right to make Vizag a smart city.
Not a whole lot of undergraduates get this type of experience where they get to come to a country outside of their comfort zone, interact with people at high levels of government, come up with solutions to the problems that they're seeing here on the ground.
Yeah, I think the amazing part of all this is that the students have been given multiple times to present, And that is so different. Most of the time, students will go through a semester. At the end of the semester, there'll be a presentation. They get one shot at it, and it's over. I think what Professor Darwin has done with this class, where he just gives them multiple times to make a presentation. They probably get tired of doing it, but it's really allows them to not just have the first night jitters every time they go, to do something, and then they're doing something new. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them, it takes 5 years for them to realize what they've been given in this opportunity.